Okay, let's talk about taxes. For so many of us, it's that one giant task on the to-do list that just looms over everything. But what if we could completely flip that script? Today, we're going to learn how to turn that mountain of stress into a series of small, super satisfying wins using a simple, actionable game plan.
I mean, be honest, does the thought of all those forms and receipts and just the deadlines make you want to hide? That feeling of a huge, undefined task just hanging over your head? Yeah, it can be totally paralyzing.
And hey, if you're nodding along right now, you are definitely not alone. That anxiety is completely normal. But what if we could just change our perspective a little bit? Instead of seeing this one giant, intimidating mountain, what if we saw a series of small, totally climbable hills? Well, that is exactly what we are going to do.
So let's get right to it. Our main tool for this little mission is something called the tax gauge, and it's this wonderfully simple, super low-tech way to gamify the whole process. It makes it feel less like a chore and, more like a game you can actually win.
So, what is it really? Think of it like a visual progress tracker that you make yourself. The whole point is to take that giant, scary task of doing your taxes and just slice it up into manageable 20-minute chunks. This gives you a really clear sense of momentum and, most importantly, control. And this isn't just some neat trick. It's actually backed by behavioral science. See, our brains are just wired to respond way better to these short, focused bursts of effort, especially when they're followed by a little reward. It helps break that nasty cycle where we avoid a task because it feels bad, which only makes us feel worse. This whole method is designed to hack that loop. All right, so let's get practical. How do you actually build one of these things? I promise you this is the easiest part, and it is designed to be as simple as possible, so there's no reason not to start.
Seriously, all you need are the basics. A piece of paper, a marker, or a crayon, and maybe 5 minutes of your time. You could even draw this right on the inside of your tax folder. The whole point is to make the setup so incredibly simple that there is absolutely no barrier to just getting it done.
So your gauge is broken down into three really simple zones. You've got the red zone from 0 to about 40%. That's that avoidance spiral we all know, and well, we know it. The yellow zone means you're making progress. You're in it, maybe tackling some loose ends. And green, green is our goal, 80% or more complete. You can almost feel that low stress relief, right?
So, you've built your gauge. Now, how do you actually play the game? This is where the magic happens. This is where we turn that marathon of dread into a series of quick, totally manageable sprints. Think of this as your game board. We've broken down the entire tax process into 8 distinct microtasks. Each one is designed to take about 20 minutes. See? It's not do my taxes anymore. Now it's just gather all my documents. So much more doable, right? This is the absolute core of the game. Don't even think about the whole list. Just pick one, any one, of those tasks. Set a timer for 20 minutes, and for that short time, you focus only on that single item. Nothing else matters.
Okay, and listen up, because this part is absolutely 100% non-negotiable. The second that 20-minute timer goes off, you must give yourself a small, immediate reward. This is how you train your brain to start associating this whole tax thing with a positive outcome.
And the reward doesn't have to be anything huge. In fact, it's probably better if it's something small and simple. The key is that it's something you actually enjoy and that you can do right away. It's like the punctuation mark at the end of your small win. And here is the real payoff. After you complete a task or two, you get to physically update your gauge. Knock out just 2 of those microtasks, and you get to color in your gauge all the way up into the yellow zone. Complete 6 or more, and boom, you're in the green. That visual feedback is so motivating. Okay, you ready to get your first win on the board? Let's start with a really quick self-assessment, just to figure out exactly where you're at right now. That way, you'll know what your very first move should be. So let's do a quick check-in, just on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 is low, 5 is high. Ask yourself a few things. How anxious do you feel about this right now? How clear are you on what your next step is? Do you even know where your documents are? Just take a mental note of your scores. Don't worry, this isn't a test, it's just our starting point. Now, kind of average out your scores. This gives you a clear, actionable next step. If you're in the red zone, don't overthink it. Just pick one single task from our list and do it, like right now. If you're in the yellow, your job is simple. Get that next 20-minute session on your calendar. And if you're already in the green,
You've got momentum. Awesome. Just keep it going.
And that is the real transformation here. You're taking this tangled knot of confusion and stress and turning it into a clear, step-by-step path to victory. It's no longer this lonely, awful chore. It's a guided game that you know exactly how to win. And that brings us to the final and really the most important question. Just look at that list of microtasks again. What is your first 20-minute win going to be? Just pick one, set a timer, and go. You've got this.